This is a Shields of Shame exclusive.
And we're here at ARRENDALE State Prison in the Warden's Conference Room. And I'm Special Agent Stevens. Alright, Ms. Pelles, like I said, I've got to read you your Miranda rights.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand these rights? I've explained them to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
I'm fine with talking to y'all.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Alright, Ms. Pelles, you go by Valerie?
Yes, sir.
You mind if I call you Valerie?
That's fine.
Valerie, how long have you been working here?
6 months. Going approximately.
Are you currently assigned anywhere in particular, or normally assigned anywhere in particular?
Right now I have been for the past maybe couple of weeks.
Okay, and where's that?
In SMU, Special Management Unit.
Okay. Alright, why don't you tell me what happened?
I was able to finally go on my break.
About what time did you go on your break?
Oh, I say like 2:50. And I went on my break, left from my break, and I went to my car. And I went to the gas station, took my break. I came back, and as I came in to go through the metal detector, I was waiting on the officer at front, Parker, to, I was letting him know, hey, you can always just lock the key control room, because that's what officers have done in the past. You can lock the key control room and you can come and you can, scan me through. Because I know that, I don't know how long, it hasn't been super long, but they've really been forcing, even night shift, going through the scanner and someone being up front.
Mm-hmm.
I already had all my stuff laid there, and I already had my boots off and everything. And then he said that, Lieutenant Dooley or Sergeant Williams was going to have to scan me through because they were fixed to go on break. And I said, okay, that's fine. Well, Lieutenant Dooley came, and I walked through the scanner. She was telling me to, shake my jacket and stuff like that, and I did that. Whenever I reached my pocket, I realized I still had a pack of cigarettes in my pocket, on my right side in my cargo pocket, and I showed Lieutenant Dooley. I said, oh, Lieutenant Dooley, I said, here's my cigarettes. She didn't, pat me down and find them, I handed them to her. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up having, it's like a foundation, a liquid foundation of, it's like to cover, I don't even know how to describe it really, because it's my sister's. Anyways, Lieutenant Dooley ended up putting the two over there next to the computer behind the scanner, and I went about my way to SMU, which is back to my post. I was told to 25 downstairs. I get on the phone, and Lieutenant Dooley, I'm sorry, can I back up for a second? Mm-hmm. Okay. Whenever I handed her over the cigarettes and the other thing, I asked her before she was putting it over there, I said, do you need me to take these back to my car? And she was like, no. And she was just telling me how to be careful and remember to put them, to leave them in the car, because she brought a pack of cigarettes in one time by accident, and had to go to the warden's office and, get spoken to, because it's automatically looked upon as it being given contraband to inmates and stuff like that. Then, I went back, and then whenever I got back, I was told to go to her office, and I was told to bring my stuff, and then I ended up sitting over here and getting told that I was going to have to talk to the warden. And when I approached his office, he told me that I was here due to trying to bring cigarettes, because of the cigarettes, basically. I don't know verbatim, but I do know that's what he told me I was here for.
Did you tell me they weren't going to anybody?
No, sir, they were not, if I need to say that from beginning to end, because I gave them to my lieutenant before.
Yeah, but, at that point, you've already kind of crossed that threshold, because once you get in there, I mean, you already had your keys and everything on the counter, right?
Yes, I just didn't have my.
You'd already cleared your pockets.
Negative.
I mean, I can go back and check the video.
Yes, sir. No, you can.
And I'm going to talk to the lieutenant.
Oh, you can talk to her. And there's a camera, right? We were standing right there. It was once I went through the metal detector, and I'm standing right there, and she's telling me. She said, "Shake your jacket," and she was like, "Let me see. Raise your." You'll see in the videos. She'll be like, "Raise your pant legs."
But see. Before you go to the metal detector, though, you got to clear everything out of your pockets, right?
Not unless it's.
You do.
Well,
I mean, you got to take the keys.
You may have to.
Out. You gotta.
But there's sometimes, sir, that
drop your watch.
There's sometimes I do go through and my ID will still be on me or my chapstick and stuff like that, because I'm so used to just doing my equipment stuff. But there's been plenty of times that I've went through and I still had not clearing every single thing out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yes, it makes sense for you to normally. And per policy, it's probably you need to have everything out of your pockets before you go through the scanner. There's the camera, and then there's that. But there's also times where I'm in key control, and there's an officer that actually came through the scanner and came into the key control to sit their cigarettes in the drawer. That's crossing, the line too. But I handed them over, though. It wasn't like I was, and they were just in my regular cargo pocket.
Which pocket you have them in?
This pocket, my right cargo pocket, right here. And I was like this. Oh, Lieutenant Dooley, I still had these. And she wasn't paying attention at first whenever I was handing them over to her. But then she saw that, and she was just like, she continued checking, making sure I was good to go. And then I was able to go. And apparently, I guess makeup's not allowed either. The only reason I even had the makeup in my pocket was because my face.
I mean, was it a new thing of makeup, or was it?
No, it's been used, and you can even tell my face. The only reason why is because my health, and I've just been sick, and I've been insecure about my face messing up.
That's kind of one of those things where if we were at a male prison, nobody really think much about it, but being in a female prison, it can raise some red flags.
What I'm saying is there not ways to investigate into that as well? Like to really investigate instead of just, based on... Not really, no. Tell me about what was in that McDonald's cup. Whenever I went to the gas station, I ended up buying a Four Loko, which has alcohol in it. And I was planning on drinking some of it while at work the rest of my shift tonight, or this morning actually. I never got to, I never did, but it was just take off, I guess, all the stress.
Is that something you've done before?
No, sir. I know this. I understand because
think about it from my
regardless.
point of view.
That's why I'm telling you, sir, that I do understand you, and that's completely fine. Because, like I was telling the warden, irregardless if I've done it before or not, it doesn't, go around the point that I did it, because it's not allowed. I wasn't thinking things clearly due to just thinking about it no different than officers having drinks and like alcoholic drinks in their vehicle, and then when they go on break or whatever, drinking it. But I mean, I'm legal. I can drink alcohol, but I don't care to really drink like that. But I do know it was just for stress, just not to get drunk, because there was no way I could get drunk off of something like that anyways. No, I've never done it before, because usually I barely even get a break.
You drank before you came into work before?
Negative, sir. Negative. I actually don't care to drink like that unless I just wanted, due to my acid reflux. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're drinking on the job, it's not a one-time thing. It's just not. and it usually means you got a problem.
If that's how you see it, sir, then
It's
I
not how I
understand.
see it. It's the way it is. Okay.
Okay.
I
The truth
mean, it
always
is.
comes out. I know, sir. That's fine.
I mean, you don't just decide you're going on break and then get an alcoholic beverage for the first time, and then decide to put it in McDonald's cup and bring it in for the first time, and not have a drinking problem.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And
I
maybe
do.
you don't have a full blown problem yet, but
Oh.
I mean, if you're drinking at work, you're going down that road. I mean, you can smile at me all you want to. I've been doing this a long time.
No, sir. I'm just
and
listening to you.
I'm an instructor, and one of my subjects is substance abuse issues.
I'm just
And
smiling.
that's
like,
just the way it
listening to
is.
you.
Okay?
Okay.
And I mean, if it was one thing or the other, I mean, I could see it, but I mean, it's kind of a compounded situation. You see that, right? I'm a smoker, and I you know, I've come up to the bunker and forgotten to take a lighter out of my pocket. Once you get to that bunker and you start patting yourself down, you find it. Not after you clear that metal detector, right? Because it's too late at that point. Because you everything should have been dumped out of your pockets by that point.
I don't recall actually patting myself down like that, sir. Before I went through the metal detector, you'll have to check. I think that I took off my boots and all that, and I went through and waited on Lieutenant Dooley,
Okay.
and then went around and went through again for her. And then she instructed me to do this, that, or the other as far as showing her that I don't have anything on me. When they were in the actual, like, pack too, sir.
Is that your handwriting?
This looks familiar. No, sir, it's not my handwriting at all. It's someone else's. It's an inmate's handwriting, actually.
Who's
Sir.
that?
I picked it up whenever I was on. I'm on the third range usually. I'm at the third floor of SMU. They're in lockdown, so they're constantly like passing letters and different things like that. And there were some letters sitting, and there's I&J showers and K&L, and there's letters sitting over there, and I picked it up, and I was going to read it, and I read some of it, but didn't finish it. So I put it in. That's the one. I have my notebook actually, and I have.
Yeah, that's where it was found in your notebook.
Yeah, yes, sir. Because here lately we've been trying to confiscate letters and go through them, but I just stuck it in my pocket, part of my notebook, and I ended up never getting to actually fully read it. There's been times actually where I've ended up taking some home, like before I'm fully, downgrading from work and stuff, I'll have some because, other officers that I work with on the third floor, they, actually this morning, she was even getting pieces up out of a trash can and putting them in a bag and taking them downstairs to tape them together.
But if you found something like that, shouldn't it go to a supervisor or investigator or something? I mean, were you just reading it for your own amusement?
Well, I was reading it to get to the point of fully, reading the whole thing and then turning it in if I found something wrong. So, for instance, I have a fellow officer that I work with that, as I said, she did that, but before that, she'll, walk around during count or something, and she'll have 4 or 5 that she's going through, or there'll be some, and they'll just, stick them in their pocket until they're able to, because we can't just go and read stuff, just sit down and just start reading something and just, doing that, because you still got your rounds, and you still have to tend to that and whatever, your supervisors ask of you. So.
Okay. Have you ever brought anything to inmates?
No, sir. I have not. Not besides their supplies, as far as state-issued stuff.
You know what I'm talking about.
Just, no, sir.
Any kind of contraband?
No, sir. No contraband. Snacks, diabetic snacks. I've given diabetic snacks to non-diabetic.
That's not what I'm talking about. And you know this.
I have not, sir.
Hmm?
I have not. Just state-issued items.
Who were these cigarettes supposed to go to?
Nobody was supposed to get these cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes whenever I'm on my way to work, sir, whenever I leave work, and whenever I take my break here at work. As far as just like sitting around at home smoking, I don't do that. They were just my cigarettes that I keep on me whenever I'm working.
All right. I mean, you understand it just doesn't look good for you, right?
I understand that, sir.
I mean, I could understand if you turn them over when you initially cleared. I could be a little bit more sympathetic, and then
Could you
throw the alcohol involved.
Could you talk to Lieutenant Dooley, please?
I have every intention of talking to Lieutenant Dooley, but from what you're telling me, it's still it's not beneficial for you.
I know. I was just telling you the truth, not what's beneficial.
I mean, I'm just not buying it. It just doesn't add up.
That's fine, sir.
Okay. You got anything else you want to say?
Just that I hope that you're able to actually like look at cameras or talk to certain individuals. Well, mainly Lieutenant Dooley, and you're able to get what I'm telling you out of any of that. Is all.
Okay.
I
mean, again, even if Lieutenant Dooley verifies exactly what you're telling me, it's just still not. It's not going to help.
Right. That's fine.
A whole lot because if you accidentally left them, they should have been found before you cleared the metal detector. Do you not think so?
No, sir, because that didn't happen to me, and there's so many people that when they go through the metal detector, it'll still ding or it'll do this, like, and it wasn't just my cigarettes that was in my pocket. Whenever I handed over the cigarettes, I had 2 paper towels right here, and I had my ID, and I also had a pen in my pocket, so I didn't clear my pockets out, sir. Besides, my keys were already turned in before I left the scanner, so I do need you to look at the camera because I never touched my pockets before I went through it. I did it in front of her past the scanner, all of my pockets, and I had stuff in all of them. It wasn't just this, like, I'm going to try to get through with cigarettes. No, like, I had everything in my pocket still. And I even threw the 2 napkins away in the trash can in front of her whenever I got them out of my pocket.
Did you take the keys out of your pocket?
The keys, like the cell keys and stuff?
No, your car keys.
My car keys. I think my car keys I already had my car keys in my hand. And I was ready to put everything down. Or my car keys was in my black bag that had my snacks in it. Yes, sir, it did. So everything's starting to make more sense. Like my necklace that I wear.
I mean, it's still not making sense. It's still not helping
you out.
you
I'm saying in my head.
In your head, it can, but
I'm saying it make like I'm starting to remember more details is all, sir. I'm not trying to say, oh, now I'm good to go. No, sir. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to argue.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
No, sir.
All right. Time is 7:09.